Recently, we sat down with Dr. Lisa Morris-Hibbler, Deputy Director of Neighborhood Services, to find out what exactly the city is doing to help with foreclosures in Las Vegas.
Well, for the past 18 months, the city of Las Vegas has been significantly impacted by foreclosures and REOs, stemming from abandoned properties or properties where the vegetation has grown, stagnant pools, and then also just a lot of developments that have not been completed. So it kind of ranges, but the impact is definitely to those neighbors who are seeing that on a daily basis. The City of Las Vegas Neighborhood Services Department has a lot of different divisions, and within that we provide different types of services related to foreclosures. One, we have the Neighborhood Stabilization Program, which was from the stimulus dollars received by the federal government, which allows us to go into hard-hit areas and purchase homes and then have people that are interested in being homeowners move into those homes. We also have our code enforcement division, so they deal with foreclosures based on complaints that they receive from neighbors who said there's a vacant home or there's a pool, somebody's broken into that home, the vegetation's dead. We go in and we address those issues. We also have our neighborhood planners who work with neighbor associations and homeowners associations to figure out how they can address or kind of manage, maybe a better word, the issue of foreclosures. In some of our areas, they had at one time maybe up to 50% of their properties that were in foreclosure, so that impacts their ability to manage their neighborhoods. And we also do some foreclosure prevention workshops, bringing homeowners who are about to go into foreclosure and to talk to their lender. Neighborhood Services, we receive different calls. Some of the calls are complaining about properties that they believe are in foreclosure because they've seen the neighbors move out and there's been some vandalism, or as I said, maybe there's the vegetation. That's usually the first signal that something's not right, is the vegetation is dead. We also receive calls of people who don't know where to turn for help. And one of the things at the cities, we are big on fraud prevention. There is a big fraud problem out here, and because people are in a vulnerable state, they are more likely to be taken advantage of. So at the city, we have a helpline, 229-HOME, that's 229-4663, that tells individuals where they can go to get help from a HUD certified agency, and that help is free to them. We have a website, it's www.lasvegasnevada.gov/foreclosure, that has information on those HUD certified agencies. It also tells individuals the different resources, how to tell if your home is owned by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. That's a big one right now. More information on the Obama administration's Making Home Affordable program. So we try to keep that updated with information and resources for individuals who may be facing foreclosure. We have neighborhood planners. They work with neighborhoods, either HOAs, homeowners associations, or neighborhood associations, which are just groups of residents that have come together for a common purpose. The planners have been working with both of those groups to tell them how they can stay proactive in their neighborhood. Sometimes we have neighbors who are taking care of another neighbor's lawn just because it impacts them if that lawn is dead. We have HOAs that are working to reduce the amount of signage that's in their neighborhoods that say foreclosures, and to dictate what the signage must look like so that it's not just a row of foreclosure signs in their neighborhoods. Getting the neighbors to talk to one another so that they can be the eyes and ears of their neighborhood, working closely with Neighborhood Watch. All of those things help to mitigate the amount of impact that the foreclosures have. When the neighbors are talking, they can see if someone's tagging or having graffiti on the home, if somebody's breaking in. We have a lot of vandalism on homes that have been abandoned. So the neighborhood planners work with those neighborhood groups to make sure that they have all the resources that they need. Well, we work with a lot of the local nonprofits that are housing counseling agencies that are on the HUD website. We work with HUD directly. We also work with Fannie Mae. And we also work with the state of Nevada, where the city is a member of the Foreclosure Prevention Task Force. The state of Nevada also has a website, because not only are homeowners impacted, but also renters. And we get a lot of calls from renters who just found out 3 days ago that their home that they were living in is up for auction or is being foreclosed. So we try to be a source for information, no matter if the information is directly from the city or from another agency. We just try to be that centralized location for information.
We'd really like to thank Dr. Morris for for that interview and input and information. It's nice to see how the city and the municipalities are partnering with us homeowners and communities to try to address the foreclosure problem and improve the conditions here in Las Vegas.
Absolutely.
It's nice.
Well, when we return, we'll be joined by Melissa Mills, Vice President of Classic Landscapes LLC. Stay with us.